I mean, this could all be used.
It could be, but I don't think it's the most stimulating content we've ever made. I think we should
Do we make stimulating content? Is that the game we're in?
Apparently, for some people,
Well, that's the wrong kind of stimulation. You know.
stimulation is like as beauty, the eye is in the beauty as. Man, I can't even speak. See, we're not even started yet. I can't start.
So you're saying that beauty is in the eye of the beholder, but also that would apply to
The eyes of the beholder, whoever the beholder is. A beholder.
but stimulation can come in many different forms. I mean, I feel like some of them are just kind of standard, you know. The people who don't experience stimulation in some of those ways are just anomalies.
I haven't even started. I don't know what to say. Give me a minute here. I think I've been overstimulated by paint.
That you should clarify that.
Oh yeah, I haven't been huffing paint. I've been
Haven't been huffing paint thinner.
yeah. So no, I've been painting the house all weekend, which was just one day so far, but also this morning. I find that. So last week, I think I said on the podcast, I painted our parents' crib with them with you.
Right.
I figured, hey,
We did that.
I don't want to let this rhythm of working in the house go because I have to do it. Vivi's wanted it. She bought the paint like a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago.
So your rhythms of house cleaning and house work, they can be continued the next weekend.
I just knew if the more further removed from that day, it would have been less a chance of me actually taking part in any type of So it's not housework. It's house renovation.
Okay.
Right.
Right.
So if I was a week away from doing it, all right, I got at least it in my muscles are kind of prepared to deal with it for a little bit. Regardless of what you say, it's true. There's a lot of crouching tiger, hidden dragon shit going on. Not that I'm not hiding a dragon, but I guess the hiding the dragon is not you're crouching, but there's also walking up.
There's not a tiger
stairs.
or a dragon involved.
No, I'm the tiger, I guess, if we're crouching.
Ride the tiger. You could see. Sorry, I watched Tenacious D fairly recently.
Oh, you have? We haven't watched that together. We should do that soon.
Yeah.
Maybe one of those watch-alongs if we ever do them. But nobody ever nobody has commented about the watch-alongs at all. What they've commented about was our feet all.
Yeah, I mean,
Listen, I get it now. I'm kind of more accepting of it as the weeks go on. Everybody's got their thing, but somebody commented for us, and they're like, "Listen, nobody wants to be what's the word? What are they doing to us here?
you know how they're treating us right now?
They're objectifying us.
They were treating us, and not everybody. Okay, I know a lot of you out there. You listen.
Right. But the ones who are
but what they're treating us is like a scantily clad female walking down a construction site, and we're just getting whistled at.
Yeah, they're treating me like a piece of meat, and I feel. And any girl I've ever whistled at, which I've never done that. I never thought.
Yeah, I've never catcalled a woman.
I never thought whistling was gonna get the job done. I never thought hey.
Where did that come from?
What do you think this whistling is going to do? The only thing that happens if you whistle, usually a dog's going to run up to you from somewhere, right? You're going to be like, hey, oh shit. And then a German Shepherd who's taught to whistle, murder on whistling.
It's going to come and kill you.
Come just fucking destroy you. I like the idea of a big dog. I do.
Yeah.
So Vivi's been she won't stop. She really wants a dog. And again, for anybody who knows, I had a dog about 2 years ago who passed. He used to be on the podcast a lot. Mm-hmm. His name was Stax. But Vivi, I've said it before and said it again. She's gonna say it again. She is pretty adamant about having another dog. She loves the
Sam
husky.
is pretty adamant about not, or he has been at least to this point, pretty adamant about not having another.
Still pretty
dog.
adamant. I like to play the game with myself, a what if. We play what if all the time. Man, I'm what
if we hit 1,000 subscribers?
When you're driving, what if I just hit that guy right now in the other car, not somebody just randomly walking? This isn't Grand Theft Auto. Which I've also thought about.
It sounds that way, though.
No.
Because even if you're talking about hitting another car with your car, that's Grand Theft Auto. I mean, I don't drive safely when I play that game. So.
No, I'm not saying we're going to do it. I didn't mean it was going to end safe. I was just saying, what if?
Yeah.
What if?
We do play what if
Yeah. So
in many ways of life.
what was it we were just talking about with I was gonna do?
A dog.
Yeah. So, I'm like constantly like, because she's very adamant about having a fucking husky. We don't have the place for it. We have the backyard, but also I don't want to deal with a dog that sheds that much.
It's a big dog too.
In this what if world. Okay, so that's what I was getting at, right? I don't know that I want. I think the dog that I would get in this what if is a hypoallergenic dog, right? Which means that they don't shed.
Yeah.
And but the problem with that is like that's high maintenance. You know, they got to constantly have haircuts. They got to.
I mean, it's not that high maintenance.
It is. I mean,
You get haircuts like once a month or some shit with
that's
them.
a lot, man. Fucking dogs. Like I got to spend as much as I spend on my haircut for a dog.
Yeah.
No, fuck that. That's already the flaw in this plan.
Listen, man. It's
This
either,
what
it's
if
either
doesn't
that,
work.
It's either you do that once a month and all the hair they take it off and it's in the groomer's fucking problem, right? Or you have a dog like mine and it just sheds and there's hair everywhere.
You'll never find bum 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 bum
It had taken maybe
a hairline like mine.
6 months when I first got my car before I let my dog in it for the first time. There was hair in it the first day.
Yeah, I still find little hairs from Stacks just running around. So I don't know that I don't know about that, but I also am kind of like, would I get a smaller dog? Would I get a bigger dog? I seen a picture the other day of a Great Dane, like standing up on its owner's shoulders, and it looked like it was taller than me. Most definitely, it's probably weighs more than I do.
Yeah. It's probably a safe bet.
You ever seen a little lady walking down walking down the street with a big ass dog that's like way too big for her, or
Yeah,
like even larger than
in this
she may be?
neighborhood? Listen, first of all, and I don't mean to offend anybody by this, but there's not a large population of Indian people who own dogs. Most of the time I've met them, they've been like afraid of dogs, right? But in this neighborhood, there is this little Indian lady, and her husband, you know, whatever, every once in a while is walking the dog too, but they have a husky. And I'm like, yo ass is not going to be able to control this dog if he decides to like get buck, you know, like the thing is huge.
In those situations, it's usually not the person walking the dog, but the dog walking the person.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I was like, why does this little lady have this big ass dog? I don't. I was like, you guys should start with something smaller, you know, like
It's weird, and I don't know exactly. Like I think you should. I think the law should be you should have to have a dog proportionate to you. I've seen people walk
the law,
and it's like
you're allowed to own a dog.
No, come on. There's a reasoning for that, though. We can't. We got to be serious for a second. These people that have these dogs that are bigger than themselves can't control the dog. Every step they're getting pulled. It's like a workout for them.
I agree. Listen, I'm slightly above average size for a man. Okay,
Benny pulls you.
Benny pulls me. All right, he's like if they really want
dogs
something bad
are
enough,
strong, man.
they're
A lot
strong.
of if they're built.
It'll dig in like.
Yeah, they got 4 legs on the ground while you have 2.
Yeah, their center
I
of
think they
gravity
have a
is
little
much-
bit of and they're lower. They're definitely going to take you out if they want.
Especially him, like
That's-
he's short, and stout.
And that's what my argument is. It's that there should be a law only because what if you have a lot of big dogs can
Listen, man, this is not the
intentionally.
litigation process or podcast. We are not sitting here ever trying
I'm
to suggest
not,
laws.
but
that
I'm
should
saying,
happen.
you ever seen a lady and walking a dog be like, man, that dog is gonna murder somebody one day,
Yeah.
and the lady because it's gonna pull her halfway down the block.
Every time I see anybody with a German Shepherd, I feel that way. There's a guy who drives by, like I see him all the fucking time, and he keeps a German Shepherd in the back, and the guy is literally just flipping out in the back seat, barking his ass off. Like I'm like, yo, you're gonna literally bust through the window probably.
The thing is, though, I would really like to know what dogs are thinking half of the time because if there was only some way that we could find a way to translate it, because half the time
They're working on it.
They're working on it.
They're working on it.
The thing is, there's somebody working on everything. You would like be like, oh man, we should really find a way to like just think our way to a location. They're working on it.
That's all you could do is work
That's what
on
the
it until you
metaverse
fix
is,
it,
right?
you know? I don't know.
You're just like, man, I'm gonna go hang out with Adam, and you just like you're chilling here one day, and I just pop up.
So is that what Facebook is getting at with that shift? Is that like
I'll
if it's
put
a
it this way.
metaverse,
I'll put it
we
this
can hang
way.
out, but
this is
digitally.
dangerous because I'll put it this way. I remember when Sprint had something called ReadyLink, right? It was remember
So you're like chirping?
Nextel's Chirp.
Yeah.
It was essentially that. and I had it, and a couple of friends had it, and I didn't read like the code of conduct, and it would never occur to me to read the code of conduct with this shit. Right? Like, why the fuck would I do that?
Like I have a phone and I'm talking to my friends.
I've called my friends on the phone. I can do this. No, you should probably read the code of conduct.
You're not allowed to say certain things?
No, you should just think about it because it brings a couple good points up. Okay, and here's the point. Not every time is a good time to ready link your friends, even though you're chilling at the crib.
Oh, so they just kind of tell you, like, you should keep this in mind as you operate.
They may be in the break room at work, and you, during a time that certain offensive words were okay, would use them and call him something. It's a term of endearment, but it was a terrible. It was a time where these things were, you didn't think about it, but obviously we're wiser now. You don't use certain words. We get it. However,
wiser, also
you shouldn't
much more easily offended by things.
But you should definitely take.
I'm just saying, man. Nobody ever steps up and is like, "Yo, the things they say about Arabs are very offensive, and they should not say those things."
Well,
the fuck. That's the demographic I fit in.
Maybe one day. One day.
Listen, we should probably introduce the show because we've been talking for a while.
Oh yeah.
Welcome, one and all, to the hundreds and hundreds of Kiona and Kasson podcast fans.
And hundreds. See, that's how I know you don't know anything new about this machine yet. If you did, there would be a rock-like sounding voice, or you would do the rock sounding voice in here.
Listen, man, every time I try to do a different voice, you're like, oh, don't do that voice.
Well, you should try.
Shut up.
You have all week.
Anyway, this is episode number 117.
We're at 117 episodes.
117. We've additional subscribers to welcome to the show this week.
What up? What up?
Welcome. Glad y'all are here.
Appreciate y'all.
I am the host of this here ensemble. My name is Adam. I'm here with my brother Osama. Dog is underneath me. His name is Benny. To those who are new. Yeah, man. Listen, I'm gonna be honest.
We've been 17, at least 17 weeks, but I think a little bit more because we've had a couple of weeks off. So about 20 weeks, 5 months since we did the 100th episode, and we brought those T-shirts out, and nobody cared.
I still care.
I care. Actually, I'm wearing one right now because to tell you the truth, I've been working on the house so much that I forgot that I had to do laundry. So tomorrow I might have a challenge, but today I picked this shirt, I picked these wet pants. These shoes, for those guys who want to know, ooh, I popped it out for a second. And that's how I did that.
Oh, Lord.
When you pick your outfits out, how do you go? What's the first thing you do?
Man, it depends. Like, if it's somewhere where I have to be particularly...
I guess it all depends, though. If my end's low.
If it's somewhere I feel like I have to be particularly fresh, but it's not like a formal.
What determines fresh?
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
Like, you got to look crispy. That's one of the main importances there. That's why most of the shoes that you have right behind you, they're not very worn. They're pretty much look like they're brand new. So whenever I do decide to slide them on, fresh, crispy. You know what I mean?
No. But so it goes from the shoes?
Sometimes. That's what I'm saying, right? Like sometimes if I do decide to break out a pair of shoes, like for the pod.
So sometimes you go outside without shoes?
No, but I have like daily shoes that I use as well.
Well, you said it wrong. I was getting more at, like, for me, I'm the type of guy that's like, what's clean, right? Not that everything's dirty, but like sometimes you have you might have some sweats that you want to wear, but like for some reason the shirts that you like to wear with that kind of pair of sweats don't work because everything's dirty, and you were like, damn, I forgot to wash.
Okay, you had to clarify that because I thought that
I'm not talking about like I'm talking about day to day. Day to day, not in an ideal situation. Day to day.
Like, what's clean? This is fine. Right?
No. I got things in the drawer clean. I'm not sniffing my clothes. Like, is that good?
Well, you have to give some context around that because it sounds as though you're just sniffing shit. Like, this feels like
that's a nasty way to live.
People are gross, man, and it happens.
Like, I gotta smell this. Like, you should graduate from that after college or something like that. Like, after you've had to live broke. You should learn.
I mean, a lot of people live broke still after college.
No. There's still a way to live like an adult.
Hang your clothes up, fold them.
Even after you've worn them? Now you don't know. Now you don't know it's clothes dirty or clean.
No, not after you've worn them. I'm saying, like, when you wash them.
Do you fold shirts up or do you hang them? Oh, you hang all your shirts, right?
It depends. Like, I ran out of hangers.
It's been a lot of.
So then I started folding my shirts.
You ran out of hangers? So how many fucking shirts do you got that you've hung up?
A lot.
A lot.
The whole closet. Yeah. Well, this closet's all like shirts for the most part and like dress clothes and shit. And then the other closet's for my cards.
I've been finding that. So we'll get back. We'll get to that soon.
Yeah.
You know, I lost my thought.
Anyway, I wanted to give the disclaimer before we started going too crazy. Anyway, that listen, I haven't really paid much attention to shit this week.
I've been painting cribs and shit.
I've been chilling. Yesterday, I had like the most relaxed Saturday I've had in a long time. I just sat on the couch pretty much all fucking day. It was great. So I have no.
See, I didn't even call to disturb to ask this motherfucker to come. It's a campaign. Like,
Yeah, I appreciate that. That would have killed my Saturday too.
yeah, because I know
just the call.
I know he probably would have came. If, you know what I mean? But like, I didn't. It's one room. If I was painting the whole house, I might need your help when I do cabinets. Like that's the thing. Because we're gonna do.
I don't know shit about painting a cabinet, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there.
We just got to sand and we're gonna spray, but we're gonna do it where. And again, like you said, they don't give a fuck. But I've been doing it room by room, right? So we did Vivi's. We did that experimentally. I think late last year, this year, late last year, and we did her. We painted all the trim white. It's like natural wood. It's just a bitch, man. I gotta become like a union painter. In my mind, part of me was like, I should just tell Adam we should start this fucking business.
This is why I hired someone to come and paint trim in my house.
And that was where my point was going. Like, as much as it like
it's expensive and it sucks, but man, they got that shit done in like 2 days.
I could have asked you or could have asked Pops, right? Because I helped the week before, but I was like, fuck it. Honestly, one room ain't that bad, and when everybody leaves the house, and you could just sit there and you know just get real fucked up and paint and listen to music, it's not that bad a day.
It's true.
Kind of think to yourself. You don't got to talk. You just be rapping.
You ever tried farming not high? It's boring as shit. Yeah, that's definitely it can. It's one of those things where like in the right conditions, even doing the dishes is like kind of therapeutic, kind of zone out, do your thing, just quiet.
Fuck that. I hate
behind
the
you.
dishes so
But
much.
You have to do it.
If I had a fucking dishwasher, I'd
have
use
to
it
do that
every
manually.
fucking time.
You have to do them manually.
These are the
That's the
dishwashers
difference,
right
right?
here.
Like for me, if I'm like, but like I can have to start washing a few dishes and like it'll be fine for me. I don't really think much of it. I have a dishwasher for like the majority of things.
No, I use the dishwasher if there was 3 cups. I don't give a fuck. Hey, these 3 cups are dirty. I'm gonna use the dishwasher.
Well,
Hey,
I mean,
okay,
you
so-
fill it up in like a 2 or 3 day period. And
No, fuck that. I'm
wash
gonna use it whenever there's one. Like, this cup's dirty. I'm used to one cup.
That's 3 hours of electricity and water for.
Well, I'll be.
And listen, man, bills is expensive and shit.
Much unlike the podcast game for the whole dishwasher game, I am new to this, so I can't be true to this, and I'm only gonna use it when I'm gonna use it for every dish that needs to be cleaned. I almost kept rhyming, but again, as you point out, I'm no rapper.
It's true.
What's the worst thing to ask somebody for a favor for? Is it a ride to the airport, a pickup from the airport, and we're gonna distinguish which one's worse, right? Actually, let's talk about that now. Which worse?
Are we just talking about just those 2 things?
Yes.
Or just the worst favor that somebody can ask you for?
No,
in
we're
general?
gonna get it to that, but there's a distinguished. This is a 1A 1B thing for or it's gonna be a 2A 2C.
Picking somebody up from the airport is worse.
I'd agree.
Here's why.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure I know why you're gonna say.
If you drop somebody off at the airport, right? I've dropped off plenty of people, and never when I do that do I park and go inside with them. We used to do that, right? A lot when we were kids. Like people come visit from Jordan, and we would go with them. Right. I stop right in front of the terminal door. They get out, get all their shit. Like, yo, holla back, have a good trip, and then I can leave. Where when you are picking somebody up from the airport, if anybody knows how O'Hare works, right? You can't just sit at the terminal and wait. They boot your ass out of there. Like, excuse me.
you'd be like, yo, they're coming out right now. Get the fuck out.
Right. They're like, listen, you got about 30 seconds to move your car. You know what I mean?
No.
So you end up having to like go all the way around. And O'Hare is its own city. Like, it's enormous. It has its own highways and shit. You got to like literally go all the way around the entire.
Is huge. Luckily, as you've driven through O'Hare, like throughout the years, you understand like. Because you'll fuck around and go back to the city.
Yeah.
Be like, shit. Now I got to go back. Be like, yo, I'll be there in 25 minutes. I got caught in traffic going back to come back.
Yeah.
But there's a little road that takes you back, and it takes like 4 or 5 minutes, maybe.
Yeah.
But the worst part is, like you said, when you get there, you can drive a little slow, right? But like, and usually the people that you're picking up ain't so gracious.
It depends. I found it,
They be like, you be like, yo, I'm right here. You need to come out. But like, all right, I'm walking. But like, walking from where? You need to get here.
you see them in the rear view and they're like fucking dilly-dally and taking their fucking time. Like, yo, I'm gonna just leave. You almost had a ride.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. We're still on the plane. But like, all right, well, you about to get back on another one and
Right.
go. 'Cause
Like, that's the most important thing. The person who I'm picking up from the airport needs to be on point with their timing. You know, like, I'd rather have them wait. So what I typically do is I'm like, listen, when you touch down, text me. Let me know. When you get through customs, text me. Let me know. Depends where they're coming from, obviously. They may not be going through
I
customs.
luckily, and you don't live so far, but I live pretty close. For me to get to the airport is no time,
Yeah.
right? So when Vivi goes on her trips, or more recently when Sarah came back, remember from Mexico,
Yeah.
I picked her up in departures.
Yeah.
So but I picked her up. To be fair, it was, I think it was like an early morning, right? Or
Yeah.
I think I was off that day or something.
Yeah, I think so.
So there wasn't too many people, but because they'll boot you from there too.
Yeah.
They'll say, "No, you got to leave."
The
Be like,
only
God
place-
damn, where can I pick people up from? I gotta play for parking, and we gotta just go in together and come pick up, leave together.
There's only one place that I found that they've never booted me out of in like the actual terminal area, right? I was picking up Sarah one time from somewhere. She traveled a lot. What do you want? So she was taking Spirit, I think. It was probably like some Phoenix or some shit like that, right? So
I
was
would
like,
never take a Spirit flight, just to let you
I'm
know.
cool with it as the person who was doing the picking up because Spirit is all the way at the last
Well, that's
terminal.
not what the fuck. Well, I mean, we are talking about.
It's
that,
the last. It's the last airline in Terminal 3, right? Like the domestic.
It is
trips
the
or whatever.
last. On
So
the list of
I parked there.
terrible airlines.
I parked there when I was going to get her, and I was literally, I think, like in front of a cop car.
Would the last or the first be the problem? I think it should be the first on the list of bad airlines, right?
Yeah,
right.
but I don't know if they are or not.
But they are.
I usually just take ones that are not considered in that list.
Listen, I'm going to take American or maybe United. I don't know.
After Lloyd Banks said you cramped up on your JetBlue ride in, nah, I can't have JetBlue
I like
flights.
JetBlue. JetBlue's pretty cool, man.
There's just certain things that rappers say that it just makes you.
You're going to be
not
cramped
cool
anywhere
anymore.
that you have to fucking sit with 1,200 people. All right, it's not that many.
But anyway, listen. So I was at the Spirit terminal, and I was just or the Spirit door, whatever, for like an hour and a half waiting. They didn't give one singular fuck.
Why
They
were
were
you
like
there for an hour and a half?
because I don't know what kept happening, but for whatever reason, it was like there's a delay in her getting out to the car. So, but I didn't have to go anywhere. I was like, I'm fucking like pissed that I have to sit here all fucking like.
Yeah, can you imagine?
But at least I don't have to go and circle around over and over.
Just driving around and
They didn't care at all.
That's pretty dope. All right, so
As far as airport
we've
experiences go,
established
sure.
that we in this scenario, picking up is worse than dropping off,
Mm-hmm.
but naturally dropping off would be underneath it, wherever this ranks in the list.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have moving,
Yep.
and then we have painting.
Yep.
And am I missing anything? Like, I'll help you put something together, right? That's not the worst part about. Like, I don't have to move anything into your house. Like, let's say you got a big ass piece of IKEA furniture that you need help with. I'll help that. You can probably supply me with lunch and drinks. That's
Yeah.
cool. So I'm not going to put that up there. So let's just say picking up from the airport, dropping off from the airport, moving and painting. And if you think of something else,
Sure. I mean,
help
there's,
somebody study. Like,
more-
I don't even know how to study myself.
there's more things in the vein of like doing construction style shit. Like, remember we had like the entire family come help us put siding on the house, did the decks. And
That's fucked
shit
up.
like that.
That's like the one that's like the biggest favor, right? Like,
Although I'll tell you what, man, to some degree, putting the siding on the house isn't like the worst experience. You
it's
know?
not hard.
Yeah. After you get a couple things, yeah.
They lock in. You hammer them in.
Right. I mean,
Bada
obviously you
boom,
got the
bada bing.
insulation and shit like that you got to worry about. So there's a few
Yeah.
things outside of that.
But I will say that if let's say you've helped somebody put together a house, like, you can't ask me for another favor in life.
No. I built your house with my bare hands.
I've been in this motherfucker. You better never sell this shit. Like, no. Okay, so rank them. Tell me what's worse. Moving might be the worst. Like,
Moving is definitely the worst.
Moving, you gotta be with somebody early. Like they get the U-Haul at like 6
Moving
o'clock.
is the worst only because in my experience, the people I'm helping move are never like set up completely the way
Yo,
they
what's
need
the
to be.
fuck? Why don't people pack before they move?
Motherfucker,
And that includes myself.
I should be
what
lifting.
the fuck is wrong with me?
I hate me. Like it should literally just be as simple as me picking up boxes, bringing it to the truck, and then helping you like move furniture and shit. But I should not be helping pack the boxes.
But like, yeah, I'm glad you. But like, I'm glad you came. You can help me tape up those boxes. But like those boxes, yeah. But you also have to set them up, put stuff in them, and put the tape on the top.
Like, all right, man,
But
I'm gonna be over there.
Like,
Let me know
bitch,
when you're
you
done.
got some coffee, like, and some fucking illicit drugs. Make me beat the shit out of you in your own fucking old
It's
house.
always the most inconvenient. Like, there's that, right? And then there's also they live on the fucking third floor of their apartment building, and I'm like,
yeah. They'll be like,
yo, man, I got mad stairs to go up.
I just moved
this.
into a new apartment. I'm on like the first floor, like the first floor. Be like, oh, cool. Like the first floor.
Like.
You mean the first floor from the second floor going up? Like that's what the fuck people don't be telling you. Like you be like, this is the worst.
I feel like if I am asking somebody for a favor, which listen, helping somebody move is a big favor. All right, it is. So if I'm gonna ask,
tearing these chips apart.
if I'm gonna ask somebody to help me move, I'm gonna try to make sure that it's as smooth of a process for them as possible because I know from experience you're like taking a large part of your day to go and help them do some shit that you really don't want to do in the first place. Like make sure things are where they need to be.
Right. Don't make me go into a room and be like, dude, this looks like nobody's gonna move from this room.
Like, did you sleep here yesterday?
Like, what the fuck? Is this the new tenants?
Yeah,
Like they've
man.
moved in half their stuff already. Why are they set up so quickly? It's like,
helping
no, that's
somebody
my
move.
shit. But like, so I have to remove screws. I have to fold things. Dude, fuck
not
you.
doing that.
You're not ready. Return to U-Haul. We'll do this next weekend.
I've left from helping
really?
somebody move.
That's a good fucking. That's nice. I
Sorry,
think.
sorry, what? You're clearly not
I
ready to
don't
move.
remember the last time I've helped. When's the last time I helped somebody move? Man, I'm sure it's been a while, but I remember I helped Ro move, and that was a fairly large move because we did 2 spots. But
Yeah.
yeah, no, that sucks. Painting, I would say, as much as painting sucks, it's not that hard.
Yeah, I'm okay with painting, but again, same thing. Do the prep work. Get some plastic down. Get some I'll help you do taping if you need to, whatever. Have fucking some beer at the house. Let's
I don't need you to have plastic down or anything. I'll help you.
Well,
with that.
if you
just
want-
make sure you have all of the supplies.
if you want your things covered, like if you need help to move a couch before we start to paint in your house, that's fine. But like if you have things that you don't want paint splattered on, have some of this shit done before I get here. Like I should be able
you
to get
live
the
there. You
fucking
should be able to
roller
do it.
going.
100,
and,
100.
You know what I mean?
I'm saying you
That's
have
how I feel with everything.
I'm saying you got all the tools. I'll help you. Like if you got don't be like, oh man, can you run in? No, man.
Yeah.
I'm doing you a favor. There best be a lot of
Like
things
why are
that
you
I
asking
need.
me a favor? You're asking me a secondary favor within your first favor.
You got to have everything I want at your house for the next fucking 10 hours if you want me to be there helping.
Yeah.
Like, listen, I need coffee now. I need lunch later. Whatever I ask for. Beer in the meantime.
You got to it's gotten to the point where you have to iron out those wrinkles early on. Like,
Yeah.
okay, what am I agreeing to when I say I'll
Right,
help
like
you move?
I'm giving you my time for free. No, you're gonna give me like at least supply me with what I would usually do out the day.
Yeah. Like, all right, listen, I'll help you move. Fine. When I say I'll help you move, I mean I will grab the boxes and move them to your truck. What do you mean when you say you need help moving? Like, be
Like-
specific here.
What do you need help doing? Because at a certain point, I'm gonna start charging your ass.
Right. Like, I'll do a favor, but
So
what
what's
point
worse?
does a favor?
So is it moving or moving's probably worse. Than,
Moving's the first one.
moving is probably the worst one.
Picking somebody up from the airport probably
How do you
second.
respond to somebody that you don't want to you don't want to help move, but you still do, but you give them you at least do you let them know, like
Yeah.
I don't want to do this,
Like,
but
listen,
I'm gonna.
this is majorly inconvenient because I would rather sit at home and do nothing. What are you gonna buy me to eat? Like, there's got to be something in it here for me because if I'm spending 8 hours of my day helping you, that means I can't go and do the shit that I would do with that 8 hours.
How do you let them
otherwise.
know in a tone, or you say these words?
Well, I mean, listen, I'm a sarcastic person. It just comes off
No,
that
I
way
get
no
it.
matter what I say.
But so how do you let them know that I'm not really a fan, but I'll do it? Like, do you go?
It depends who I'm addressing.
Do you just use the sigh? Like,
Like,
yeah,
man,
yeah, I got you.
like, well, I thought I was gonna do some other shit today, but How much work is there? How much time do you think I need? Like,
Like, is everything set up? Yeah, I will do it. I will say it. Like, you got everything set up. Have you called U-Haul? Do you
right.
know who that is?
Like, am I here
Yo,
to?
have you? I mean, the last time when I moved, we had a little bit of a trouble getting a truck, right? Remember, I had reserved it, and he said it doesn't always work that
Yeah.
way, but somehow they had a truck for us, right? And like, I forget what time they got the truck together, but I do remember that. U-Haul isn't always the greatest at getting everything done.
No, definitely not.
Not to leave you a fin on the table just so I can feel like not eating all these chips.
I'll leave it for Sarah. She bought those chips.
Oh, she's gonna be mad.
Not probably not. But no, yeah. So there's the helping people move, picking people up from the airport. Probably, I guess, painting would still probably be third on that list.
Yeah, but again,
Out of the things that we've discussed.
Okay, all right. Am I the only one? There's other questions. All right.
Like, here's why I would put painting.
Painting begs the question: how many other people gonna be there? What? No. What are we painting? Right? If it's just a room and it's me and you, we can bang that shit out in 25 minutes. Not that hard. Painting really don't take that long.
Painting gets top 3 honors because it's a time and energy investment, and most of the time it's gonna not be smooth sailing because the person you're helping is probably not as prepared as they should be.
Sailing away
So that would have to get top 3 honors for me.
to open door. So that gets what?
Top 3.
Top 3?
Out of the things that we've discussed. I'm sure that there's things.
So
Comment as well if we're missing some things here. Like, what are some inconvenient things that people have asked you in your life to do for you or for them, and you're like, well, fuck, I'd rather not do that. So like, what fits in that list?
yeah, I would like to know, because instead of you telling me my foot popped out my shoe, because I know, I'd like to know. Hey,
Well, the people who are going to be telling you your foot popped out of your shoe,
they're not even listening.
They're not listening to a single word we're saying.
They
here.
hit that little mute button. You ever been watching porn, right? And
You got to turn down the volume. But
and I'm not equating you looking
the
at my
iPhone,
feet.
right? You got to this is a silence button on the side, so you have to do that if you want it to be quiet.
You watch porn on your phone?
Yeah.
Fucking weirdo.
I think
You got
most
a
people
computer.
do that.
Man, never. It's too small.
I mean, listen, man, it's a whole production if you have to get your whole computer out and shit.
Well, it's a whole production anyway. What are you doing? Like, what are you doing? Just fucking.
It should be like a 5-minute venture. I don't know about production.
Sometimes you sit there and you're just like, all right, well, I'm gonna savor this moment. But this is a Patreon topic.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, much like I'm not trying to equate them looking at our feet like
It
to
is,
us
though.
watching porn, but
To them, it is.
listen, man, just pay me, and I won't feel so bad about it. I'm not doing anything anything to entice you. Right now, actually, I'm looking at it. My foot is almost out of my shoe. I can feel it. That's a little bit. That's something I don't realize. So
You could see
please
some ankle
stop telling
skin
me.
if you look at the right ankle.
So
on
please
my-
stop telling me, because I don't tie my shoes. This is what happens. But you ever been watching porn, right? And you be like, where the fuck the sound go? And you accidentally click the little shit because I do it on my phone, on my computer. You know. Well, we'll talk about this on Patreon.
Yeah, it's better of a Patreon content type of thing. It's pretty
Well,
hilarious.
nobody's gonna hear it on Patreon, so I guess we should talk about it. So listen. Sometimes
Takes away some of the allure for the Patreon if we.
there's nobody watching on Patreon.
There's 2 people.
There's 2 people.
There was a third. He left.
He left because
I don't even think he finished the entire month.
he left because we ain't even do foot. We ain't doing footsie shit. I think that they thought we were doing foot stuff.
That might be the case.
They won't stop.
Hey, thanks for your $25, G.
They won't stop telling us to swap shoes and shit. Listen, why would I swap shoes with him?
Right. That we're in the middle of a process of a shoe swap, but I gave him a pair. Now I'm trying to decide of his other pair, but that's the only way, like,
That's
permanent
it.
swap.
That's all we got going
It's not
on.
like I want to wear his fucking inside
I'm
sole
never
warm
gonna wear.
shoe-ass.
Yeah,
No, I don't want
that's
that.
weird, man.
It's like sitting down on the toilet after somebody had recently been there and the toilet seemed
I
warm.
might hold it.
Yeah,
I might hold it.
Yeah, I ain't about
like
it.
you ever been like going to the bathroom like again whistling, but whistling does nothing for. Again, anytime you're whistling, it's not gonna do anything.
Just
for,
to attract the dog.
right. Or like our dad would do, call us home like fucking Lassie. We'd be literally
Yo.
outside kicking it. You hear,
I'm
like,
sure we've talked about it.
Yes.
It was the loudest fucking whistle, and you can hear it from 3 blocks
yeah,
away.
he probably's got Guinness Book of
I
Records.
think he gauged it, and he was like, "All right, I need to be able to have them hear me as far as Dave's house. It's like the furthest they're gonna go in this neighborhood where my whistle will travel."
Is it quieter at night always? Why does it always seem like things travel through night? Like people aren't driving as much? All I know is
I don't know what the
All
fuck
right.
you're talking about.
like, what the fuck did you just say? All right, so listen. You're walking to the bathroom,
Got your little whistle on.
about to poop, maybe a book or your phone. Do you still bring a book to the toilet?
I don't bring a book anywhere.
I don't read books.
I have a book right there, and I bought it for the decoration.
He's like, that book's about Kobe Bryant, isn't it? Like, all right, I'll be damned. So I get, but sometimes it's nice to have a book.
I have books.
I've read them.
I don't typically bring them to the bathroom with me. No.
All right, well, listen.
I have read the same shampoo fucking thing 12 times.
Book, shampoo, phone, it doesn't matter,
Yeah.
right? And yes, we've all read the shampoo. Like it be in the bathroom, like hydro
Trying to trying to pronounce the fucking weird ass words that they put on the back of them shit.
hydrosulfur.
Like, listen, I consider myself a
Ma,
pretty intelligent.
how you pronounce
human.
this shit?
I like to consider myself to be pretty intelligent. I haven't really had too many things that counteracted that claim. I have no idea how to pronounce half of them shits.
Can you imagine like having to be a doctor? Like everybody must talk super slow in the beginning. I'm looking like in like class. Yeah, I'd like the hydrosulfuric acid.
It got you mispronouncing things that you know how to pronounce in the middle of the word.
Like that. Again? Like bitch, you know what I just said. Why are you making me do that again?
Like I see the word acid there now, and I can't even pronounce that right.
Right, like a kid. that don't sound right.
Yeah, no, it's a challenge.
Acid. You're like acid. It's an acid.
We should have started that fucking like a TikTok challenge.
What the fuck you talking about?
Like a 20-second TikTok challenge of people trying to pronounce the words on the back of their shampoo bottle. I think it would just be hilarious.
We should start a TikTok.
I have a TikTok.
Let's do something for the TikTok today. It used to be do it for the gram.
TikTok,
Now it's
you
for the
don't
talk.
stop.
Let's do it for the talk.
It was also for the Vine.
And no, Vine isn't really around anymore.
No, it used to be for the Vine.
Yeah, well, I'm talking about now. The word
then
what
it
you
was
would
the
say.
gram, and now it's
Well, the
TikTok.
gram's still around. I'm saying for now, because everybody's like, we do it. Let's take one for the gram.
Well,
We can
do
also
they
be
still say
like,
that, though?
Let's do one for the talk. Do they say that? We about to do something. We about to talk it up.
I don't know how they address that.
What's the slang like?
I don't think there's a slang.
Give me a little tick.
Like, look, I did a TikTok.
What if I did? Would you give me a little tick for your talk?
Well, now you're talking about something completely different. I'm not trying to do anything.
Talk on anybody.
Like, no. Well, I mean, it depends what that means.
Oh yeah, but anyway, let's get back to pooping on a warm toilet seat.
Yeah.
It's not something I would do. You ever
No,
been
it's
like
the most
fuck?
inconvenient
You
thing.
see somebody? You ever see somebody walk? Okay, I equate it much, almost.
And the fucked up thing is you don't know until you sit. Unless you see them like leave the
that's
bathroom,
what-
obviously.
this is my scenario. Like, it's much like almost exactly like, and only a few people will recognize. I don't know if people that are watching would really sympathize. But me and Adam, as card hunters, right? We're looking for cards.
True.
You know that feeling when you're walking up and you see a guy walk out and you're just like, fuck, he does that too. Right?
He got cards.
He's ruined it.
I know he got cards.
No,
He
he's
took the last cards. That
he's
son of a bitch.
No, he has no bags in his hands.
Oh, he's just
right?
looking for something.
It's like a telltale sign that you know that
He came out with nothing.
He's come out and he's already like this has already been pillaged, right? You're just like, oh,
He almost makes you want to turn around before even going
it's
in.
a nasty feeling. You're like, oh, and he just walks and he gives you the eye, like, yeah, I just did that.
No, but see, my assumption is usually that people are stupid, right? So I go automatically just assume everybody's stupid. Just how life has treated me, I guess. So I will automatically assume like they probably didn't ask the desk. They probably didn't go to the place in the back of the store. They may not have actually checked like the self checkout area where they're at.
They don't have that station anymore.
Well, I mean, I also haven't card hunted much besides Walgreens the last 2 days. So when I was doing card hunting, these were the thoughts that were on my mind. Like, there's no way that they checked everywhere that was necessary. They probably don't know the rules of like how the store manages the card sales and shit, because it gets really fucking like strict in certain places. It's so stupid.
Walgreens is handling it well though.
Yeah.
I've been going to a lot more, and they all seem to be very just like whatever.
I'm gonna try to do the Walgreens thing, so people don't know that they can get cards there.
You can't. Yeah, we ain't say Walgreens. We said go.
You can't get them there.
We said go fuck yourself.
We're talking about greeting cards.
Yeah, I
can
like
get
greeting
greeting
cards. I like to trade.
A lot of birthdays coming up soon.
I like to collect the ones that about grandma. We love you, grandma. Hey, there's a lot of funny ways to call grandma. Like Meemaw. What the fuck is Meemaw?
I don't know.
I don't mean to offend nobody, but what the fuck is a Meemaw?
What is a bubby?
What is the me? What's the me in the maw?
It's my bubby.
What's the me and maw?
Do you think you can pull the cord on somebody?
What the fuck?
Like euthanasia?
What the fuck does nana mean?
Is that short for banana?
No, what the fuck does that? Why would that be?
Well,
anything?
it's like when like new parents are talking to their like infant. Eat some nanas. I don't know. That's what I saw in movies, I think. I don't have a child, and I have not tried to feed a child any bananas. So,
You know what I hate? People that talk to their kids like they're retarded. And I don't mean retarded like, I'm sorry, but they just do. They just do.
like, they just completely don't interpret anything in life.
Yeah, like they get like what the goo goo gaga shit go. You gotta be like, hey, you speak words and they'll learn. Babies are like more intelligent than anything.
Yeah.
Like they are literal sponges. So they can be very absorbent of languages. Like, honestly, our pops did it because he wanted our first language to be English.
Right.
But if he did it together, they'd be equal in our brains.
And they were, I mean, to some degree when we were kids,
very
and then
little,
they stopped.
very little.
Hey, man, I retained some of that. No?
Yeah, but very little. Let's be honest.
I mean, in a grand scheme.
And I don't mean
yes.
like women being gay. I mean like, all right.
And being truthful about it.
Yeah, not let's be honest, but let's be honest.
This baby topic is a really great one, actually. I was thinking about this the other day. Think about how abrasive your entrance into life is. Okay. So first of all, for 9 months you're in a tight, wet womb, right? Because that's what it is. You're in water.
Apparently, that's pretty comfortable.
No,
I
that's
don't
what I'm
know
saying.
that I would ever.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So
How would you know?
you're nestled in that for 9 months. Then
What do you think? Like REM cycle sleep is like being in a fucking womb. You ever seen somebody sleeping like fucking deep sleep? Their eyes are twitching and shit.
my dog all the time.
Like what the fuck?
He fucking freaks me out because I'd be like going in the back of his head and his fucking arms are twitching and shit. I'm like, are you having convulsions?
I
What's
really
happening?
used to have fear. I'd be like, dude, are you all right? He'd be like, I am sleeping great.
Leave me alone. What a dream. What a dream. So, all right. Now, you're then all of a sudden squeezing through
Well, you're
a
not
tunnel.
squeezing. The only thing you know is you're being forced. You're being forced out of it.
Okay, there you go. Even better.
You're not pushing.
Even
You're
more,
literally. You're just like.
even more to the point. Somebody's like knocking you
can
out.
You imagine like, what the fuck is going on?
Then
That's why I like Look Who's Talking. Because they gave the baby a voice. And I think
Yeah.
giving babies a voice, dogs a voice.
it's always hilarious. If they do it right, it's hilarious.
Not that I'm equating babies to dogs, but
But they are. Dogs are actually smarter than babies until they're like.
No, we just said babies are intelligent.
No.
They're willing to be intelligent.
They learn easy. They absorb things.
They're
but
sponges.
So yes, intelligence, but they're not smart yet. That's what I'm saying.
Well, dogs ain't smart initially. Dogs are
No,
pretty
dogs
stupid.
within 2 weeks, dogs learn a lot more than a baby
2
does
weeks
in like
is a
6
long
months.
time. You could die like 12 times.
This fool. Anyway, so all right, you make your way out. Right now, fucking doctor grabs you. You can't breathe at first. He smacks you on the ass. All right.
I got out my mom's pussy. Now I'm me. I'm out here doing my thing. I'm crying a little bit because I just want some tit and they won't give me it. It's a little bit good of a rhyme, don't you think? Al Sharpton type. Yeah, that's a good rhyme.
I didn't think that the Al Sharpton.
You didn't like nothing about? You didn't like that rhyme?
No,
at
it was
all?
cool.
I mean, it was talking about like the first few. You're like, tits.
Also, keep in mind, while you have been in the womb the entire time, you probably haven't had your eyes open, and if you do, I mean, there's water in there. So
What, you can't sleep?
So you come
Are you
out-
telling me that a baby never opens its eyes in the mom's womb?
I mean, I don't know. I'm not a scientist.
They don't got goggles.
Not a doctor either. But you
you
come
said
out,
it.
and now you're exposed to this light. It's like staring into this light.
Do you know you
After
exist
you-
in the womb?
Fuck.
A tree falls in a forest.
Listen, stop asking me stupid metaphor questions. Now imagine you're sleeping, right? And you're blacked out, curtained room, and it's completely dark, even though it's 8:30 when you wake up.
Look at you with your
Somebody
little first world privilege.
somebody turns this light on. They shrug your shoulders a little bit and they throw this light in your face. I imagine that's how bright it feels for a baby when he first come out.
My face. I'm trying to get out. I can't find it. There we are. I mean, that would suck. I mean,
I'm just saying, this is your entrance into the world. This is your introduction to life. Well, everybody goes through this process for the most part.
You don't know how dark it is in the womb.
I imagine it's pretty dark.
No.
What the fuck? Somebody they like put a light on there like a fucking incubator?
There might be. Maybe once the baby starts being born, like it's like a lamp.
Oh, that's just stupid.
Okay, not a lamp. But how do you know that there's like no light down there?
There might be a little bit, but I'm just saying.
It's like, what if you went so far down in the ocean that it started to be light again? I don't know if that's a thing, but it could be.
Some people think cucumbers taste better pickled.
Yo, remember people being like, you could just dig the China?
Yes.
The fuck? What is wrong with people?
Well, they're not smart. Like I told you,
You
I
could
automatically
literally
assume
dig
this.
all the way into China. Like, you'd be like, God damn. This is
I mean, you could eventually get there, but not really because you'll then melt as you get to the middle of the core of the Earth.
I mean, even if you tried to go past the oceans, it'd be a difficult task.
You're definitely going to die somewhere in the middle of that.
There used to be some really dumb sayings, and people still use them.
Well, I mean, dumb people say dumb things.
All right, long story short, I mean, you do have an abrasive...
You get smacked on the ass. You start crying. You don't know what the fuck's happening. People are passing you around.
No wonder there's...
You're covered in goo.
No wonder there's serial murderers. Get that shit off of me! That motherfucker just slapped me! Like, in their heads, they're probably thinking this.
Yeah.
I'm
just saying, it's got to be... Luckily, I don't think you remember much of anything from that. Anybody? I don't.
I remember everything about being born.
But, that's got to be a traumatic experience.
It does. I mean, I don't assume... Listen, we're born and in, like, some weird, like you said, it's pretty abrasive.
It's abrasive.
I guess they never thought about the idea that there's no light in the womb.
I mean, and then, think about, when chicks who are pregnant... getting busy.
What
okay?
if you're
just constantly getting jabbed in the head by something?
What if in preparation for being pregnant, women could furnish their wombs for the baby
to make it comfortable? Here's a fucking crib.
Got you a little refrigerator. Here you go, little peanut.
That would be crazy.
It's already crazy. If you really think about childbirth, it's like a man and a woman fuck, right? And then, if they fuck in a specific manner, a baby is born, right? But not born.
If by some miracle those two babies met
and they fucked, this
is the product of baby fucking.
And right, so now there's a thing that's been implanted in this woman, right? Mm-hmm. And now
my seed,
and
son.
Now it just grows in there like some sort of poltergeist.
Something's got an Oprah.
It's like my seed, son. But now it just grows in there in some sort of poltergeist alien type thing, right? Mm-hmm. You could see it moving and shit. It's kind of weird. It's just living in there, feeling around. Maybe it isn't. Maybe there isn't light in there. Because if there was light, it wouldn't just be kicking and pushing.
Listen, the best interpretation of this whole baby thing, it's like in Ace Ventura.
Again,
when he's coming out of the fucking rhino. And it's hilarious because in
that scenario, he's pushing. The baby is just being forced out of it. It's like a poop.
But maybe the baby has to be pushed out.
Poops feel that way every day.
Where are we at? Should we take a break? I feel like we need to regain ourselves here.
No, we got some time. We can speak more. So, no, okay, so that's true.
That whole interpretation.
But I guess the idea that you see them pushing.
Do you think it gets really overly hot in the womb?
I think that might be comfortable. You've never experienced cold. So you don't know what hot and cold is.
I know that.
It's like you don't know what light is. When you come out this is some bullshit. Just turn the light off.
I know that as an adult.
What if a baby came out and just... What if babies came... What?
So I know that as an adult, it's nice when it's warm in there.
You can test the waters. What if babies came out speaking full English, completely fluent, and can express themselves 100% Stewie-like?
That would be probably great.
That would be hilarious. It would be... But... Okay, would you rather, and I'm pretty sure I know what, but I think it would also be only for the situation, the scenario of growing up, right? Would you rather a dog can speak English to you or a baby can talk right from the womb to when they should be able to talk? But perfect.
Well, listen, I
Don't like babies.
don't plan on
Babies-
having a baby. And I
Okay,
have a dog.
okay.
So
But
the
in
dog
this scenario
wins.
where you're in this scenario where you're gonna have a kid, right? And you have a dog, and you get them at the same time.
I think it'd be cool, like if you had a kid and then like I was the uncle and I can just talk and chop it up with your
same here,
kid.
bro.
Like, what up, kid?
So like, what I'm saying is, what is funnier, right? What would be a funnier time? Like, and a baby comes out cursing.
like they already have a
in
personality
this world,
and shit.
cursing isn't like frowned upon. It's like a great expression of oneself.
Where the fuck is cursing frowned upon?
This world that we live in, I don't know. I mean, I say fucking shit for a long time in my life, and I mean, look where I've gotten. Interesting.
So cursing's bad, huh?
Cursing might be bad. Don't curse, kids. It's fucking stupid.
That's pretty hilarious. But yeah, dog for sure.
A dog would be funnier.
Yeah, I think so. Because I imagine that their mind isn't like everywhere. You know what I mean? Like there's a couple of things that they're focused on.
So do you think they'll be like Benny would be like chip, 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 or do you think he'd be like, I got to find a way to give me those chips?
Maybe, yeah, right. Like it would be more focused on how do I obtain those things. But also, like I'll run around the house with him, and sometimes he'll like go and grab his bone, and then he'll want me to chase him with the bone. So like just the commentary of that process.
Hey, chase me with the bone.
Come get me! Ah, you can't have this bone. Fuck you.
I think a baby might be funny too, because if they're cursing and they hit their head, like, fuck, why can't I just walk? I'm fucking stupid.
So wait, but how are they going to be? How is their brain going to be functional enough to allow them to be fluent conversationalists, but they're not able to walk or hold themselves up?
I've often wondered, right?
They can't shit in the toilet. Like if that's what you have to do.
I'm taking a shit. Get the fuck out of here.
But that's where the problem comes in, right? Because you can't communicate with a baby. You're not able to teach them things, and they're not able to understand what. Like there's a barrier. So if you're able to speak to them fluently, you should be able to be like, all right, no, listen, go shit. When you need to take a shit, you go to the toilet. Like that's where you go.
But like, no, I'm a baby. I'm a shit in my pants.
I think
just because I can speak English don't mean I can learn how to shit in the toilet.
Why not?
I mean, technically you should. But babies, I think, know how to take shits in toilets early. They just be recognizing that I can just shit in my pants and watch this person clean me up.
Like, not only that, but I don't have to move. I could sit here and focus on this show and poop my pants.
I've often wondered when people of different languages think, do they think in English? Or do they think? No. I promise you, I used to think this way. Now I understand that it makes sense that they.
I'm pretty sure Family Guy did something like this, right? Where they had like somebody was in a foreign country, and they picked up that might actually have been The Simpsons. I think it was Bart. And he picked up the entire language by being there and listening to them. But when he first got there, it's them talking, and it's like the way they interpret each other is the way we would interpret each other speaking English, right? So like they're fluent in each other's language. So to you, it sounds like they're speaking in a different language, and when they're talking, it sounds like they're speaking English, and they're hearing everything else outside of like in a different language, you know?
Say that one more time.
So basically, like if me and you were talking in English, somebody who doesn't understand English, it sounds like gibberish to them. So if they're speaking their language to one of their people, it sounds like the way that we're able to interpret each other, it's like that, right? So it's like it's English to them, and everything that we're listening to, it just sounds like gibberish because we.
It's about mannerisms or the same?
No, just like language, you know?
I don't get it.
Well,
I don't know what you're talking
I don't know how else to help you out.
But so this used to be a thought in my mind when we had our grandmother, right? Mm-hmm. Our dad's mom living with us. And I used to think, because I was a little stupid young kid, does she think in English? Like, she talks in Arabic, right? I hear her speaking Arabic, but does she think in English? Is it possible that she could think in English fluently? Probably not, right?
It didn't occur to you that
like those people that like wake up from like comas with like completely different accents, like so it's like that lady, right, that woke up from a coma with like a New Zealander accent.
I'm not sure what New Zealanders sound like.
It's like a Aussie,
like Australia.
Yeah, is that
is
that a derogatory term?
No, I don't think so.
Are you sure?
So the game that I play, I told you before, there's like it's very international.
In this game of life,
it's very international presence there. So there's a girl from Australia.
Hey, y'all motherfuckers actually all subscribe and help us get like.
A few of them have.
Huh? I burped.
Oh, well, some fun, nasty funk
That
in
can't
there.
be. That can't be for me.
Anyways.
Those chips good. They are. I mean, they're good, but.
Yes. But yeah, she said yes, Aussie.
Oi, mate. Is that Aussie?
And she said that they pronounce it more as though it's they're saying Aussie, like
Aussie.
Aussie,
Well, they pronounce their S's
like
differently.
Ozzy Osbourne.
There's like different letters that different like people can't pronounce and shit. Like
It's so funny, like when you
Like,
think about other countries.
Hispanic people, yeah.
When you think about other countries that speak English and like the different ways, like we can get confused. If me and you are trying to have a conversation with somebody in Australia, there might be some like weird things. You know what I mean? Like, oh, what the fuck is that? I feel like that would be a question in my mind a lot.
Yeah, of course, because it's a different culture.
Yes, but it's English, right? So like even the things that.
Yeah, but they use different like slang and different like.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
English
There's
terms.
certain words that we would both use, but they would have different meanings. But they're
Why
both
are
English.
there so many places that speak English? But I mean, never mind. I don't want to get into a political thing. Never mind. You know what? On that note, let's take our break.
Oh, so we are ready to take a break now.
Yes, sir.
All right, well then we will take a break. We'll be right back after a quick commercial break.
Bye, y'all.
Sit your ass down, man.
Yeah. All right.
So part of what I wanted to go back to our never-ending spider fucking saga, right? So
You've encountered another spider? Aren't those motherfuckers all gone for the year?
you would think so, but no.
What is he doing?
So
Back up.
it was last week. We finished helping Pops do painting, and
Yeah.
there was
Oh,
one
the
for
spider
you.
on my back.
No, there's a different additional.
That was
one.
a big bitch, man.
There was an additional one. But
You were
yes.
there when it fell, right? When
Yeah.
it came. Like I was like,
Yeah, I saw Daniel's.
look. All right. Here's the story for that. We didn't even tell it last week.
No.
So, Adam, I don't know what kind of story he's about to tell, but this one was fucked up because this motherfucker was on me for a while.
Just chilling on your
Yeah,
back.
and I mean, luckily he ain't bite me. We were when
Maybe
we
he tried.
when we painted like this guy won't stop moving. We went to our parents and painted last week, and I was up on the ceiling, kind of like cleaning off the top and also painting, probably by some vent or something at some point, and we went downstairs to eat. And Daniel said, "Oh shit, Sam, you got a big ass spider on your back." And
And not in those words, because Daniel won't say shit in front of the family yet.
huh?
He said not in those words exactly, because he won't say
Oh
shit
yeah,
in
he
front of the
said
family
he didn't
yet.
say shit. Did he say ass?
I don't know.
He just got a big spider.
Yeah.
That
Like,
kid-
oh, man, you got a big spider on your back.
Maybe he's got some that we know in terms of not cursing. I don't know. He's just too damn good.
No, I know. I've heard him curse. He'll curse in front of me, but he won't curse like in front of everybody.
Oh, he won't curse like that in front of me. That's funny. All right, whatever. Either way, but he said, "Oh, you got a big spider on your back," and I was like, "Oh no!" So I start shaking my shirt, and I don't know, for some reason.
All right,
I
let's be
ripped-
specific here. You took your shirt off and you ran away
Well,
like
first
a little bitch.
Man, fuck you. Listen, all right, so what happened was I shook my shirt a little bit, and I was like, man, if it was big, what if it crawls up my neck? So I took my shirt off and I threw it down, right? And listen, maybe it was a bit of an overreaction, but when I seen the spider, it was like silver dollar shit, man. It was a big bitch, and I don't know where it came from, but it was on me. And then who stepped on it? Daniel?
Yeah.
Poor thing. Like, sometimes I be really trying to think about what if these spiders got personalities and they're just chilling like, man, I just want to hang right here. I don't think they'll mess with me. Da-da-da-da-da. They put their little web there. They don't realize
I think you overestimate how much spiders think.
I think you underestimate.
It doesn't matter how big they are. Look how big their brain is, man. They can't have that much functionality, and it's not
I
big.
think you underestimate how smart a spider is.
I think the opposite.
Really?
Yes.
You think spiders?
I'm not
aren't
saying that they're not smart.
You think spiders can build fucking
No.
webs?
No.
in
You misunderstand.
hours?
You misunderstand. I am
No.
not saying that they're not smart. I'm saying that they have focused points that they are smart on. Like they're not like you know what I mean.
They're not cognizant of shit.
Yeah, I mean to a degree, but I think like they look to eat and mate, and that's
You think they
literally the
mate?
point. Yeah, of course.
Who the fuck do spiders fuck?
Other fucking spiders.
Dude, really? So
Yeah.
what happened? They like, is it technically
Listen.
like a Me Too thing? Like they shouldn't, because like I mean they get them caught in their web. Like what do they?
Remember how I was
What are they
telling?
doing?
I'm pretty sure I told it here that
Can a spider get stuck in a different spider's web because it's not their webbing? Like, oh shit, hey man, can you help me out? But I think other spiders eat spiders. Spiders are like carnivorous.
Yeah.
They're fucking crazy, man.
Yeah, I don't know how that works.
Right.
All I know is, remember I told you I was having like spider issues on my car, right? On the outside of it, because God knows.
They liked
it's
your
just
transport.
like fucking wonderful. So, and I was in the process of looking for methods to try to get rid of them without damaging my car, because obviously, you know. They were talking about like when you start to see spiders move around a lot more, it's because like it's getting to the end of their season and they're trying to mate before they fucking
they get a little
die
frisky.
or whatever. Yeah, you know.
So do spiders not live through like? So how when you see a big spider, he just got that big over the course of his life in that year?
I mean, I guess.
Do they not like wake up next spring like?
I think it depends, man. Like honestly, if they're eating well, you know what I mean? Like I've seen some enormous fucking spiders that are not supposed to be tarantulas, but they look tarantula.
I think if they find a nice little setup where they can like, you ever seen where they make like the triple web where it's like super thick and they just hide behind it?
It's fucked up, man.
Yeah, man.
Honest with you, spiders are fucking weird.
Like why, man? Why?
But so look at after that happened there, right? I think like Tuesday or something like that. I'm chilling downstairs, watching TV. It's like whatever nighttime at this point, and we have the little light on in the corner of the house. And Benny just laying down on the couch, right? And I look and like he's looking at something on the couch, and I was like, "Oh, I think that's just like a fuzz." So I just reach over and grab it. It's not a fuzz; it's one of those fucking big ass spiders. Oh, but I killed it when I grabbed it.
you grabbed it to just like what you thought it was a fuzz.
I thought it was a fuzz, and I was pretty positive that it was a fuzz. It didn't look like a spider.
How terrified were you when you realized it was a spider?
None at all, because it killed it when I grabbed it, so it was dead already.
Was it weird when you did it?
Yeah, a little bit. I was like, "Oh, that's not a fuzz. Ugh, that's fucking disgusting." So then I put it down and I grabbed a napkin. I grabbed a napkin and then I killed it the rest of the way just to make sure like this shit was dead.
Like you injured it?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, but it was So I was like, ugh.
See, that's
nasty.
That's. I mean, I get. I don't. That's fucked up.
Yeah.
Like I just actually like.
I
don't like to kill living thing. Like I really won't kill a spider if it's not bugging me. But that's bugging me.
What you doing on my couch?
Get off my couch.
Yeah.
That's not cool, man.
I kill you with my bare hands for that shit.
Kill motherfuckers with my bare hands.
That was that fucking Black Dynamite. I kill motherfuckers with my hands.
Black Dynamite is hilarious, man. Black Dynamite is really hilarious.
Yeah.
Damn, I had a thought about when we were talking about that, but I can't even. Never mind. It'll come to me.
I don't need a gun. I kill motherfuckers with my hands.
But Black Dynamite, I sell drugs to the community. We say that every time.
It's definitely a great line, great standout line in that movie.
Yeah. What would you do if there were no quotable? Like, what if people didn't quote movies and things? Like, what would we do? What if there were no like arts? I think the world would just suck. It would be without arts. It'd be ridiculous.
So there's like no plays, no movies.
You think
no
eventually,
music,
when it's just all robots are going to be like rock stars and shit?
I don't know, man. I guess like if you can create something that can create the perfect song and replicate that formula.
Yeah, but they don't have
tenfold.
soul. Are they Johnny Five? Are they alive? In Short Circuit? That's an old ass movie, but if you know Short Circuit,
Yeah.
kudos.
Then you're all right by us.
Kudos to you. What does kudos mean? The fuck?
I don't know.
The fuck?
But kudos is candy, so I thought when people say, "Oh, give him some kudos," like, "Oh, I ain't got no candy right now to give this guy, so I can't do that."
Yeah, that sounds like some more Goo Goo
had
Gaga
a-
shit.
and I had
Which
a teacher-
again is stupid to talk to your baby like.
I had a teacher
Talk to
who
them so they can
literally-
learn fucking English, man, or whatever language you require them to speak. Just don't keep talking to them. Fucking, I believe babies would speak much earlier if you just talk to them.
Well, you're supposed to start.
Oh,
talking
you
to them.
want to?
You're supposed to start talking to them in the womb and shit. You know, like supposed to start implanting words in this motherfucker's head.
Can you imagine, like, I don't like there's a reason that women are able to have babies in it because men would just be like, man, this is some bullshit. You better be real appreciative what the fuck I'm about to do for you.
Yeah,
You know?
the kid
I
would know
I don't know if moms. I've never saw a mom scream at like her belly when she was a dad. She probably did like in like when nobody's home. Fucking this really motherfucker. I don't want to do this shit.
Like this was a terrible situation.
Milk was a bad choice.
Well, that was, I mean, particularly a surprise. You know, I don't know if they are like in sitcoms where they had the conversation like, I want to have another baby. Like, woman, are you out of your fucking mind? Like,
Yeah, that's
you
not
know?
something possible. Like, look here. I don't know what the fuck you talking about, but you
Like
know.
mid-30s. trying to have a fourth child after the rest of them are already grown and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's crazy.
Childs.
Yeah. You really just killed the whole flow of my shit there.
Yeah, I don't know. But I will, like, I would not speak to my child in Goo Goo Gaga. It's not a fucking language. It's a little bit stupid.
Yeah.
It's annoying. There are a lot of things that people, like rituals people have with
They say you're
babies.
supposed to talk to dogs like that.
Like Goo Goo Gaga?
Yeah. Like,
Because they like high-pitched, like...
and they get excited.
upper inflected, in, like... words so that they get excited. If we start just talking to this guy and like at the end of like the why go ee, like he'll his ears will perk up. He'll be like, "We're going outside."
Well, yeah, they get excited by your voice and the tone of your voice. So like if
But
you do it like that,
here's my argument: people like to say babies ain't kids. I mean, babies ain't dogs, right?
Yeah.
Or puppies. But if you want to say they both get talked to the same, well, what do you want me to think?
this is true. And I'm telling you, there's like some pretty solid foundation for me telling you that dogs are smarter than babies up until like.
I mean, it doesn't last long, right? But well, depending
Probably
on
until like 4.
No, I think you think kids are that stupid until they're 4?
Dude, a lot of kids aren't fucking potty trained until they're like 2 at least. A lot of
I
kids
wouldn't. I'd be like,
aren't-
dude, you're walking. You better shit.
A lot of kids aren't talking a lot until they're like 4.
We'll practice getting up onto things just so you can get up onto the toilet. I don't care. It may fucking, bite me in the ass later. You be on the fucking, the counter walking like a dummy.
I'm just saying those basic fundamentals, dogs learn them a lot at a faster rate. Like they're able to walk and support
dogs are
themselves
able.
faster
Dogs
in
seem
the
to be
2
able to
weeks.
get to what their like peak intelligence level is pretty fucking quickly, right?
Yes, and it's
if
pretty
you're-
good, though,
You know
like-
if you're gonna have a dumb dog, like you'd be like, oh, this guy, he doesn't listen very well.
But sometimes a dumb dog is fun, like.
Well, if you don't got to bring him home,
Like
it's
if
like
you're-
a kid.
Well, no, because
Like if
your
a kid
dog-
was at your house and you're like enjoying his company, like he's pretty funny, but I'm pretty sure at some point when he starts crying uncontrollably for no fucking reason, I'm
But
like, go
think
home.
about it. If you have a dog that is too smart, we've had this, right? Okay.
He starts to outsmart you. Like what's too smart? What would be too smart for a dog?
like
The smarter
like
the dog, the better.
but think about like Stacks, right?
Yeah,
Extraordinarily smart dog.
correct.
Knew how to get what he wanted out of us.
Uh-huh.
Knew they just know. They start to learn.
Right.
You know?
Well, that's what most dogs do.
Yeah, but they're able to fucking finesse you, like, you know what I mean? Like,
I mean, that's fine. Like I won't. Here's what won't work on me: the baby face. Here's what will work on me: the puppy face. I don't know why, but it does.
actually, I was just reading something about that, and dogs actually evolved once they started being domesticated
They
to
understood.
develop the puppy eyes.
No, like
Yes, they
like the
evolved
soul
them.
in their eyes, like the.
Yeah, they evolved that to develop it to get what they want out of their owners. Because
Are you serious?
Yeah.
That motherfucker Stacks. He knew what he was doing.
I was like, yeah, the reason why they put their fucking chin up, Lisa.
Am I weird that I think people who do like that, like when BV the puppy dog face don't work, like that I'm like, if you don't get my lip, suck that lip back in. It's the worst. I hate when I see kids do it. I'll be like, ew, you disgust me. They be like, boo. I'll be like, boo.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I'm not one who's easily moved by a child crying.
like I don't care. Like I'm not gonna be honest. Most other people, like if it was my kid, it would be different, right? Like I would engage. You have to. It's your child.
Yes.
Like what are you, a dick? But like I don't need. I don't,
Hey, shut up.
I don't feel the need to do that to other people's childs.
No.
Like-
No, I feel like get your child in check when you're in public. Like I don't care how you handle things at home.
Like,
but if you're
I-
out and about and shit, like make sure you got your child in check. Make sure that like I am not subject to a little fucking monster.
All right. I don't think people with infants should travel. If you can't stop your kid from crying uncontrollably like a stupid, like there's a certain age where you shouldn't be crying. Like, listen, we're gonna go to the airport, and in these situations, you can't go in your stupid outbursts.
I
You
will
have
duct
to-
tape your mouth shut on the plane.
I can't do that because they'll take me away. But what I do need you to do is not cry. Like, because I don't think people should, like, maybe you can if your kid is different. And there are people with like outlier children. However, I don't think that I should be on a plane trying to sleep in this uncomfortable situation as it is. As you said, on JetBlue, which, your lack of foot space or leg space, whatever you call
Which
it.
is extraordinarily important.
It is, but we can't fly fucking private, and we don't go first class.
I've flown business class one time. That was pretty nice.
How the hell did you do that? Oh, you were flying standby?
No. So I was flying with a lady of my past, and her aunt worked for British Airways and upgraded our flight for us.
She worked for British Airways.
It was pretty nice. I ain't gonna lie.
Was she from London?
You were in a pod.
Like in Disney?
It's a 2-seater pod where the walls are like this high. You're pretty much laying down, right? So they're above your head. You just like got a 6-foot fence next to you where you're sitting down type of shit.
A fence?
The thing laid down all the way so you can sleep flat. It was a great experience.
And that's business?
It's business
The
class.
fuck is first class?
I don't know.
Like your own plane? You look back and there's planes being dragged in pods. That would be probably pretty ill.
Yeah.
You know,
It was pretty nice.
If they could find a way to do that, where they got little shuttles with like your own personal aircraft, like you got your own stewardess.
Well, this is how you knew you were in
That's
good
how
shape.
the Mile High Club becomes interesting.
This is how you knew you were in good shape,
Fucking
right?
in a small phone booth.
Oh, word up.
bathroom.
This is how you knew business
Like,
class
I can't
was
even
gonna
get
be
my
something
full
dope.
stroke going because every time I back out, I hit my ass. So I just gotta. That's why they find that I'm fucking in the airplane.
Becomes the most terrible situation of
Can
all
you
time.
like? I've never done that.
Somebody getting hurt in there.
Listen, the only way I'm doing Mile High is like, I don't know, handy. Like, I don't think it's gonna work, and I'm not going. Like, there's no way.
Get a peek.
It only has to. I don't think Mile High can work unless you're on TV or in a movie. There's no way you're gonna get to the bathroom, and then next thing you know, somebody else walks into the bathroom without the person that was in the line next to them. Be like,
And you already got to fight to get in because the door is like it's like tight as it
and
is.
then you get hit while you're like. There's no way. Can you imagine the person that's lined up behind you and they know somebody's in there, and then the door opens up and then you just walk in and they close. They're like, "Did you?"
A perfect example of this is Harold and Kumar when the second one.
When he's smoking that bong.
That was a way bigger bathroom.
Yeah, that looked
There's
like
no way two
that
people
looked
fit in
like
there comfortably.
It didn't look like an airplane. It looked like an airport bathroom.
Yeah, there's no way that 2 people fit in there comfortably.
No, so that doesn't work. Like, how am I supposed? You're not gonna ride me on this toilet.
Pee-pee handy
because
at Max.
Nobody can sit on the toilet properly, right? Nobody's gonna get ridden on the toilet.
Right.
The sink is barely a sink. So me hitting it from the back.
I
work.
already don't want to be in those bathrooms because they're gross. Like
I try my best not to go to the bathrooms in the
Yeah.
but a flight of like.
I pee. I mean, obviously we got that luxury where women have to sit.
Hell yeah.
We're able to just stand and pee anywhere. So
Like as I established during my engagement
Manpower.
story, you can just force piss out if you need to.
yeah,
You know?
you can do that. But yeah, no, those bathrooms are disgusting, and I try to
Yeah, so
not have
like
to
I'm
be in
saying,
them.
nobody has Mile High Club privileges. Like
You got to be on a PJ, man.
Yeah.
That's like the best way to
Yeah.
introduce yourself.
Yeah, I went one day we'll be on a Kiona and Kasson.
It's gonna have the K and KP. That's on the back of these shirts.
No, just have the logo on it. The logo.
Be like a corporate K and KP jet.
Yeah, whatever the fuck it is, man. I just want it. So
Yes,
let's get there. You know what I mean?
absolutely fair enough. Fair
Yep.
enough. Have you been watching any shows that?
No, but
Or
I've
do
watched.
or anything?
I'm just watching Modern Family right now. Like, but I do want to watch other things. I think the last thing I told you I watched was that Cocaine Cowboys. That was a good show. But
Okay.
other than that, no. I mean, I feel like there's something I was watching, but we got interrupted. Oh, there's that Kevin Costner, Woody Harrelson. Where they're hunting down Bonnie and Clyde. We started that the other day, but we got interrupted by the crib by just a little inconvenience, if you will. But yeah, it was. I thought it was going to be good. I was interested. Again, I have a loss for words because it annoyed me that we had to stop it. We had just gotten some food, kicking it. You know how houses be, though.
Right.
Yeah, buddy.
I just watched what's that new fucking rock movie's name? Robin's List or some shit like that.
Rock movie,
Yeah.
like The Rock.
Yeah. The
Hey, did
Rock.
you see that Vin Diesel called put a message out for The Rock to be back on Fast 10?
Did he?
Yeah.
Are they-
I was like, man, if this ain't the most, get your little. It was like, it wasn't even an apology. It was like, I dare you to come back. You know you need to. Like, what? Like, are you gonna say I'm sorry, or is there an apology, or is there like something to like an endearing part of this message without you saying, "I told we told Pablo," which I guess is what was the dude's name that passed away from Paul Walker. So we called Pablo whatever. We promised him we'd do it correctly to 10 or whatever the fuck. I don't know if.
So that's been their goals to 10 the whole time?
Yeah, I don't know. That's why I think eventually they're gonna leave the universe, like they have to. Or they're going to be in the metaverse in the next one.
Interesting.
Like Fast and the Metaverse.
I don't like the metaverse.
It's going to be called Fast and the Metaverse.
So
yeah, no, how does that work? Are we going to are we that's what we were getting at the beginning. Am I going, exactly that. Like, so I was saying like.
Call back.
Yeah, like, so imagine that's the Ready Link feel. Damn, we never got back to the Ready Link thing. We just keep falling away from it. So. Do you want to say this, and I'll get back to that?
So the name of the movie is Red Notice. It's The Rock, Ryan Reynolds, and
is it a comedy?
A couple of saucy little Latina things. I don't know who. Oh, one's Gal Gadot, and the other one is Rita.
Is it Gal or Gail?
I don't think they're even Hispanic. I was wrong on both. That was my bad.
What's her name? Gail or Gal?
I would assume Gal.
Is it Gal?
Gal.
Gail or
Gal Gadot.
Gal, Gail or Gal? Gal Gadot.
Don't matter.
if the last name's spelled pronounced
pretty
Gadot,
sure it's Gal Gadot.
It's got to be Gal Gadot, because if the last one's Gadot, the first one should be Gadot.
I think it's Gal Gadot.
G-A-G-A, right?
I think it's Gal Gadot.
No, I think it's Gal Gadot.
The T is silent.
All right, whatever you say.
I don't know.
Anyway,
but yeah, so it is a comedy. But it's like an action comedy, I guess, of some sort.
You watched it?
Yeah. So basically, I thought that it was going to be like, you know how The Rock does a lot of like sci-fi adventure type of movies,
like
Jumanji type of
shit.
shit.
Yeah,
like
he
that.
likes to do all that weird.
He loves
shit.
to do those type of things. So that's what I thought
Play
it was going to be like
banjo.
that. It's a big man to play a banjo.
Yeah, and it makes it looks even funnier while he plays it. It looks like it's like a small little prop. It's a miniature guitar.
I mean, we always knew he was musical. You know, he did his little.
When?
Well, when he was a wrestler, he would do those little, like Elvis songs. You know,
would he play the little guitar?
I don't know if he played the guitar.
I remember the guitar.
I don't know, but he was talking about dwelling on SmackDown Hotel. You know.
Oh yeah.
You remember?
I got all this paint on my fingers still, man, from painting earlier. It's all right though. I got to paint later.
Yeah, you gotta just have more there. So look. It started off, and you learned this all really early in the beginning, so I'm not ruining anything here. But basically, like, there's two...
Beginning spoiler alert.
There's two, like, Jesus era gold eggs. There was a third one, but they don't know where it is. Let me ask you, it's been over 2,000 years.
Hold on.
Yes.
Jesus era golden eggs. Were these a thing? And like,
I don't... It's not, like, about...
Real life?
I don't know.
So it's like Jesus eggs? These are Jesus's eggs.
Jesus H eggs.
So Jesus had all this gold in his eggs. What happened? He was rich.
It wasn't Jesus's eggs. It was Jesus era eggs, which means the time period, not him. So, they knew, I guess, like there was 3 of them initially.
Actually, it wasn't Jesus's era. It was Jesus era's eggs. Like Jesus era is his last name. It was Jesus era's eggs.
It's a terrible joke.
Yeah.
It's not even really good.
They don't always land.
No, not at all. But, so, they basically were talking about, we're trying to find the third egg, trying to figure out where it was. So I was like, it's going to be a mystery where The Rock, like, flies around and tries to find an egg. And to some degree, it was kind of like that, right? But basically...
It's like a mummy situation where he's going to find the egg?
Kind of. But it was like also, I don't know how to say this without giving too much away. Basically,
give it away, man.
It's The Rock versus Ryan Reynolds for a minute, but then it's also like then they work together, but then it's also like
so like they're
it's a mind fuck in a way, you know. But it's
funny though.
It's good, yeah.
All right,
my only critique about it is that it's some of the action scenes are a little bit cheesy because they used a little bit more like digital graphics and shit like that to make it a little bit whatever.
I'll be honest, it's you're not selling me on the movie here. But if I mean, I'll give it a shot.
I thought like The Rock and Ryan Reynolds
It's
would
two.
sell
Yeah,
you.
it's two people that would sell me. You, if you were,
Although
if you were describing any movie, I would be like, oh,
if you saw the one movie that I
Heat
saw,
doesn't sound so great if you were to describe it.
if you saw the one
Guys,
movie
they
I
got a couple
saw,
pistols, you know.
if you saw the one movie I saw with Ryan Reynolds, that I fucking absolutely just had no idea why it was made, you might feel a little bit differently about rushing to a Ryan Reynolds movie.
What is that?
I forgot specifically what the title is. I think it's like Buried or some shit like that. So he's like,
Buried
well, yeah, but he was part of like
from the
some.
beginning.
He's part of some military convoy that like brings supplies and shit like that. And they were in Afghanistan, and they got basically like fucking
buried.
No, not buried. Like the people in Afghanistan caught them, captured them. They buried this guy alive. Right.
Well, I just asked you that.
Yes, but there was a process to it before he got there. Like
He was by himself?
He didn't just end up in an avalanche and get. He was So the whole movie he was in a fucking box underground. He had one cell phone with him so he can communicate. The people
Did he have
who
light?
He had a lighter, and I think he had a flashlight. So they literally threw him down there with like five supplies.
So they bury him alive,
Uh-huh.
give him light, but you're telling me there's no light in the womb.
Well, there's no flashlight in the womb.
How do you know?
Guess I don't.
Just saying. Things
Yes.
you're assuming a lot right now.
Well, I mean, I think it was a pretty safe assumption to think it. I mean, I don't know. Maybe that's what the umbilical cord is. You know, just is a tube of
I
light.
saw something the other day that said it's something to freak you out. Your umbilical, your belly button is your old mouth. Like, what the fuck?
Oh. It's kind of. I guess it kind of makes sense. Just a direct feed
Kind
into
of
your stomach.
It's kind of fucking weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I'm not gonna watch this Buried movie either.
No, it's a terrible movie. It's an hour and a half of him in a box,
trying to get
basically
out.
like trying to communicate with people to figure. It's just an enormous waste of time.
I'm gonna say spoiler alert because I'll never watch it. Does he die?
Yes,
Oh, I figured that.
but it's an enormous waste of time, man. Like
Nothing happens. Nobody even
literally, it's him in a fucking box, and then. It's funny because like they make you think 30 times that he's gonna be rescued because like he's in communication with the U.S. military. Like
But they're at home just chilling.
well, they gave him a phone because the people who are captured him want him to communicate with American military officials. So they're communicating with him. He's communicating, but their battery is you know what I mean. He doesn't have a fucking charger down there with him.
So
So he's got to
couldn't
make
find him?
use. He's got to make like heavy use of everything that he does with the phone, and it's not a very like technologically advanced phone. You know what I
Give
mean?
him a landline.
So he's down there like thinking he's gonna get rescued. He's like talking to one of the majors, like even though they're trying to go against like we don't negotiate with terrorists type of thing, and it shows you like they're like trying to break through one of the boxes on the top, and then it shows him in the box, and they're in a completely different box.
Damn, that's bogus.
And then I don't know. I think there was like some explosion. Oh, that's what happened, right? They wanted to send an airstrike in so that they can clear the area of all the people who captured
hit him?
And they were trying to get him out before the airstrike came in, and they were at the wrong coordinates or whatever, and so they couldn't get him out in time. And then the fucking airstrike killed him.
That's a terrible. That sounds like a shitty fucking movie.
Literally 97% of the movie is him in the box.
That's terrible.
That's all they show you.
And you're just watching this guy in a box, like.
I was so mad when I watched it. I was like, why the fuck did this? Why
Was
did
it
they
worse
even
than
make
Han-
this?
Was it
Like-
worse than a Hansel and Gretel?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's
Yeah, at least Hansel and Gretel, like,
Yeah,
there
at
was
some
something.
point you realize, all right, well, this ain't that movie, but I guess we could watch it.
Right, like, there's something to it. It's not just him in a box underground the entire time.
All right, listen, we're getting to the point where there's a few things, right? But we're going to get wrapped up. But before we do, because I don't want to miss the point,
Yeah.
we have to say rest in peace to all the people that lost their lives in the Travis
Travis
Scott,
Yes.
Astro
peace,
World
everybody
thing. We don't. There's been some casualties, so rest in peace to them. And then anybody who was hurt, there's like almost 100 fucking lawsuits or some shit. Like lawsuits are going like crazy. I don't know if you can blame Travis. I've never seen. Okay, so I know that he's known for inciting a lot of just a lot of energy in his crowd.
The liability is gonna come down to him no matter what because
he's the artist.
Not only that, but his team that he employs is responsible for setting things up there. It's his So he should have made sure that they were on top of their shit.
Yeah.
They should have made sure they were on top of their shit.
But you got to remember, I don't think you can stop 20,000 people from
No,
doing what they're doing.
from
Like,
being people.
right,
Yeah.
people are gonna like, and then they said people got trampled, and
But
that's
they kept
terrible.
saying that like security was shit, and like there's a lot of protocols that just weren't
I
in
mean,
place.
there's a good chance. I mean, his liability is there. I don't know to what extent. Hopefully, I mean, I'm sure things are still being developed as they as days go on. So we'll get more out of this. Do you
Yeah.
think this is the end of Travis Scott?
No,
McDonald's. I mean, so Nike isn't releasing his shoes, or they're delaying releasing the shoes. I believe a lot of other sponsorships have
hey man, if
cut
Ja Rule
ties.
didn't die after the Fiery Festival, I think Travis Scott will make it through this.
Is it fiery or fire?
I don't know.
All right. Well, listen. Prayers to everybody.
Yes, absolutely.
And also, just that's a hard situation, and I hope that he didn't, incite anything knowingly. If he didn't do anything right away, that's one thing. But him to kind of like amp the crowd up
Yeah.
would be another. I don't know what exactly happened. I know his shows are pretty intense in the way
Well,
he
he's
goes
a young,
about it.
popular, energetic.
Yeah, but that's the culture nowadays, man. You go to these shows and these motherfuckers be on pills or whatever the fuck they be on because that's the new culture.
Yeah.
And they
I
really,
mean, pills been the culture for a long time, but
yeah, but not the pills that are about today. Like pills today are nuts.
yeah, for sure. Well, I mean, I don't know. I don't go. I haven't been in a club in a long time.
I mean, I never did pills like that. I think I told
neither.
you I had one prescription for some pills when I had my foot surgery, and that shit was crazy. Like, I took it once and I didn't like it. I think I
Yeah.
told you I can't. I couldn't shit. I was like, oh man, this ain't worth it.
Yeah, I need to be able to do, baby.
I got to do, baby. Like, there's no way in hell I could go through like life just taking pills and just holding my shit in my belly. Like, at some point, it's got to find a way out.
Well, plus that feeling of having like a brick in your stomach all day.
Oh,
is
that's
not
the
a
worst,
good feeling.
man. That's the worst.
No.
You just feel like you got to take a doo-doo all day, but you can't. It just be gas.
But I think when
You
we're
ever
done
you ever
here,
taken a shit at like at your job, right? And
begrudgingly, but yes.
well, I mean, I do it and I don't care anymore. I'd be comfortable as hell just sitting there, just like, yep.
Well, I mean, I haven't been in an office in a year and a half, but I hate having to take a shit outside of my house.
That's crazy that you haven't had to go to an office for a year and a half. You just be at home doing nothing.
Yeah, it's kind of nice.
Like, even when you're at work. You're
And
at
I
home.
will say, and I'm not even obese.
We talked about this earlier, how it's harder to get fat.
It's harder to get fat, man. Like I can't eat the required levels of calorie intake to get to a fat
Dude,
man.
the food we used to eat when we were younger, when we lived together, first of all, it was like the worst. Like, we would eat like a lunch would be Bocce's pizza, which is like, if you're not from Chicago, it's this big ass slice of pizza,
Yeah.
fucking cheese fries. We would just gorge on cheese.
Yep.
And then like probably something like that similar for lunch, for
Good
dinner.
80% of what we ate was outside of food.
And like 50% of that was cheese.
Mm-hmm.
I
do love me some cheese.
I do too, but I can't eat cheese as much.
It does
as
take its toll.
Yeah, it does. It does, man. Like, if I eat pizza once a week, and I'll be like, all right, I think that was it for this week because it's gonna take me a little bit of time.
Yeah, it's not nice when your body starts counteracting the things that you love.
No, and it sucks, but you got to remember, like, all right, there's certain things. Like, I started doing that apple cider vinegar,
Yeah.
in the morning, and man. So it's not the worst, but man, it does resemble some sort of a unfresh sock scent, right? One day I went to go do it and I forgot.
We get sock
For some
laundry,
reason,
yo.
I sniffed it. Like, I don't know why. And I was like, ugh.
I automatically assume this is not going to smell good.
There's
'cause
about 4
vinegar
minutes.
is-
There's like 4 minutes of after that. Just a whole bunch of just burping up and shit. You're like, this is terrible. But I don't know. Like, apparently it's supposed to be very healthy and good for your digestion. So I'm all about that right now. I'm trying to get
for sure.
my gut health.
Joe shit together.
Your gut health has to be like on point.
Man, everything has to be on point. It's really hard to be a person.
Life is hard.
It's for real though. You know.
It is, man.
All right, so you said there's a few things. So we
Fucking poop mouth.
have. If I gave you some money out of my wallet, would that make this better?
Ron, why would you say that, Ron?
Tried
So
to,
much your mouth. Poop. Poop mouth.
he tried to offer him money. That would have been fine for me.
You can give me some dollars. I'll take.
About how much? How much you got on you?
Like, I'm pretty sure I'm not making much here.
Yeah. Like, might as well just Yeah, I won't hate you.
I hate you, but I mean, $50 would probably make that change different. Change to me not really caring. What were you gonna say?
All right, so you said there's a few things as we get ready to wrap up here. So you
Yeah,
started
I
with
didn't
the
have a
Astroworld.
second. Just gonna stop you right there. I didn't
Oh,
have a second.
this guy.
I didn't have a second.
So there was two things. There's Astroworld, and then sneakers.
Yeah, but I'm sure there's other things that we can address.
There's always other things that we can
Yeah,
address.
but I mean, I'm trying to think about them before because I know like we don't touch on any real topics, so it's good to touch on a few. Pause.
I mean, yes.
I don't know if there's a pause.
We have 5% of our viewers who make it to this.
Distinguished what you got. Yeah, that's true. Well, y'all should all make it to this.
Maybe we should talk about the important things at the top of the show, and then save the back half for all the other.
I don't
shit
think
we
they
talk
care
about.
as long as we slide our shoes inside of in and
Well,
out of
I
our
mean,
feet,
come on, that's not everybody.
or out of our shoes and feet. What?
It's not everybody. You know?
I mean, the people that comment recently.
I mean, I thought
I
that
think you should take your shoes out of your like this is how it reads to me. Like this is just so you know. Like the ones that let me go and I'm gonna read because I'm gonna show you. It sounds like you're like breathing heavy while you're commenting. Like you need to understand. Like
Take
it
off
comes
your
off.
shoes.
It definitely comes off a certain way, and I don't really care for it to be honest with you. And so
it does give you a little bit of a creepiness. You know?
it does. So let's go. The one that has the most views right now, right? This one says, I'm not going to call anybody out, but you might feel happy that I actually used your comment.
I feel like
So
might
I
as
don't
well
think-
call them out because they
I'm not going to use
commented
their name.
there.
Look at it. It says,
Everybody who watches can see it anyway.
love that you took off your Jordans and then and then again, put them again. Love that you took off your Jordans and then again, put them again. Do more talks playing with the shoes.
Oh yeah, like when you take your shoes off.
And then the guy underneath said, "You should." The guy should have lost the shoes too. The other guy should have lost the shoes too.
Now I just imagine them like Beavis and Butthead. Oh yeah, cool. It's all shoes.
But there were ones where they were like commas and shit. It's like your shoes. Take them off. Yes. Put them back on. Take them off.
Now I'm picturing like Stevie from Malcolm
He puts
in
the
the Middle.
lotion in the bucket.
Take off.
Stevie from Malcolm in the Middle. Stevie from Malcolm in the Middle, maybe one of the funniest sidekicks of all time.
It's the most fucked up character of all time. It made him like take a deep breath between every 6 words.
Was that insensitive, Stevie's character,
I
or
think
was
so.
was it a representation of a certain segment that was ignored?
He was an asthmatic paraplegic or some shit. Like
Is that kid really that?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Oh, then that might be fucked up.
Yeah.
Look, what's Stevie from Malcolm in the Middle up to today? Is he a normal walking and talking kid?
Not
Not that if you're not walking and talking, you're not normal. I'm just saying.
See what you did?
See where you go? No, I just meant that's not the norm. I mean, I just want to know if he was that kid. If he was doing that, then that's pretty cool that they hired a child like that to be on the show like that. If he isn't, that is kind of fucked up.
Let's see.
That being said, Malcolm in the Middle is a hilarious show.
Craig Lamar Trailer is his name.
Yeah.
Went to Rancho Cucamonga High School.
It's hilarious that that's a real place.
Uh,
I'm the king around here. Rancho Chocamonga.
it's like, yeah, you are the king, huh?
You my uncle's boy.
They say you my brother's boy.
Oh yeah, my brother's boy.
I was
He's like,
I was just watching that the other day.
You welcome. You can use it. You can use it. Damn it, I can't talk. He said you can use it anytime because you my brother's boy. Couldn't get that shit
Yeah,
out for
no, it looks
shit.
like he stands and walks and talks. So
Do we know if he talks like that at least?
I have no idea, but something tells me no. If he's standing up,
Kids are so insensitive. They'll make fun of anything. Kids,
definitely.
fucking adults are insensitive. They'll make fun of anything.
Well, there's the adult who write the scripts for those things. So.
Pretty true. Hey, do you think Jada and Will Smith should like have a versus, like a celebrity boxing match?
Remember
I told you to stop bringing up all this shit about our relationship.
they should definitely bring
But
back
it's
Celebrity
good for my
Deathmatch.
red table talks, huh?
They should bring back Celebrity Deathmatch.
That's what I was talking about. Should I do celebrity deathmatch where like they just play it out in claymation.
and just fuck each other up, like ripping off limbs and beating each other to death. Like,
Look, man, I don't understand how people can allow. Like you're tearing down Will Smith. Nobody's even giving him the benefit of the doubt.
like, how could you even possibly do that to Will Smith? like,
Yo, this
there's
kid-
only one person who's ever dragged Will Smith's name, and it's been fucking Vivian.
He was born West Philadelphia, born and raised. Man, he spent most of his days out on the playground.
Till that one time he got in a fight, and his mom
He got in
scared.
one little fight. His mom got scared and said, "You're moving to your auntie." You know which auntie.
Although I gotta say, in the episode where he went back to Philly for the first time, he definitely seemed like, you know,
like he wouldn't get in a fight.
yeah.
Like he was cooler there than they let on in the title track.
No. Like he seemed like he made it seem like he was cooler there than he was. He seemed like when he was in Philly, he was kind of like, shit. Like I gotta try to get my rep back, but also, man, you know, like
Again, dude, he got in one little fight. His mom got scared. She overreacted.
but they all made him seem like he was a big ass punk for leaving.
He's
now.
better for it though. He went to Bel Air. You know,
But is Carlton better for it?
he did. But see, nobody drove him to the airport. He whistled for a cab.
Damn, his mom didn't even give him a. Get him a.
Didn't even want, like I'm sending you out, and also you got to take.
But wait a second, those are on different. He had to fly.
Yeah, but he
Can't take a cab
But
there.
he took a cab to the airport, and apparently the same guy met him in L.A. and he took him from there. Too. Hey man, I'll see you soon. All
So
right.
I'm like, wait a second. Pennsylvania's on the east side of things, and Bel Air's in California's on the west side of
So
things.
yes, Adam knows a little bit of geography.
Actually, this is not my strong suit. Actually, is not.
Okay.
Had my issues with geography.
All right. Well, either way, don't you think that somebody should give Will Smith, the guy who created this stuff, the guy who is I Am Legend? He's a legend. He said it in his movie's title. I am legend.
He was.
I am legend.
He was Hitch. He was Hancock.
He was Hitch. You know, right? Hitch is a good fucking movie.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
He was Deadshot or whatever in Suicide Squad.
Yeah, but I don't even care about that. There's so many other movies he did.
He was
Independence Day.
Men in Black.
Men in Black. Here comes the Man in Black.
This is always good to him.
Galaxy Defenders.
Said fuck. We
He got jiggy with it.
Nah.
Yeah. Nah.
He went to Miami.
He went there. He was going there.
No, yeah. Will Smith has done
put some
a lot of things.
As Baby once said, put some fucking respect on his name, man.
Some respect.
Why the fuck is she getting such great treatment? Because this bitch got a red table.
Yeah.
No matter what.
Listen,
we got
man,
2 black tables here. What the fuck that mean?
We'd have known
We
that.
got more tables than your little one red table.
We'd have known that Jada was fast and loose anyway.
If I were Will, I would make a video destroying her red table.
Yeah.
Like it's over. And just so you know it's over, here's your table. And watch it just be dropped. And then watch something be dropped on top of it. And then somebody lights it on fire.
He should hire the Hardy Boys and then have some, or not the Hardy Boys, the Bubba.
I would hire Stone Cold.
Dudley
I would
Boys.
hire Stone Cold to stun her.
He should hire the
Just
Dudley
walk
Boys and
past
have
her.
them like do a table match with it.
Oh, see, I keep including her. Like they should like do the bomb with her.
I mean,
on there.
you can't. They're not. That's not gonna.
She deserves it.
Yes.
Yo, I don't give a fuck. We ain't got enough. That's some bullshit. That little shirt boy haircut she got going on. Like, what the fuck, man?
Yeah, I mean, since the
She shaped like a literal like high school track star. Like,
going in.
like I just don't understand why he isn't like being more. I would be abrasive. Like, if me and Vivi were together for so long, we became celebrities, and like I don't know. For some reason, she decided to have an entanglement and then let everybody know it and then take me on her television show to make me just sit there and look like Will was like he had the why he don't want me look. Am I lying?
From Fresh Prince.
Yeah.
Why you don't want me, man? Like that's a sad heartstring felt episode. How you gonna? That's hilarious.
He had that.
That scene will never be the same.
He had that exact look. That scene helped him prepare for the why she don't want me look at the red table.
That's the most hilarious thing of all time.
He was holding back the tears. Like, remember, like
I will say,
he was doing that. Like, I would be angry. Like, I'd have flipped the table over the second she said entanglement. Like,
Well-
bitch, you cheated.
well-
If you don't say, I'll be like, you have to say it.
As
Say you
Will's
cheated so I could, like,
as Will's
Cut this
career
table in
has
half.
has become bigger and bigger, he has also become more like soft and soft. I feel
I think
if you
he's more
if
of
you hear him speak, yes, it's great. You're very articulate, but it just sounds. It just sounds the way to me. Like it
No.
doesn't sound authentic.
No, I think he sounds fine. I think he just honestly is I don't know. He doesn't get the respect he deserves as Will Smith. That's all I'm saying.
I would agree. I mean,
He's fucking Will Smith, man.
He's fucking Will
He
Smith.
made Thriller, man. Thriller.
He didn't. He made.
He made-
Justice too.
No, he made fucking Parents Don't
He
Understand.
made Summertime.
He made Parents Don't Understand. He made Summertime being probably my favorite track, maybe all time. It's just drums, please.
Yeah.
Summertime. Only problem is we are as far from summertime as you could possibly get. I always think about that Simpsons episode
We haven't
when
even
they got
started
home,
winter yet.
They got home from church, right? And they kicked off everything, and they were so excited. She's like, "I don't get why you're so excited." They're like, "It's from the furthest possible time from church again next week as possible."
That's pretty hilarious. Although we are kind of like winter has kind of started. Snowed yesterday. Snowed.
Oh, it's
a bit
mad
today.
ugly, yo. It was flurries and shit on Friday.
The floor cannot stay dry, so now like every time I take the dog out, his paws are fucking covered in mud. I gotta. It's really
Mud
inconvenient,
butt.
man. Yeah, well, not mud butt.
Mud
luckily.
paw.
Yeah, luckily that much better than mud butt.
Very good. Yeah, I would agree. You don't want no dog.
I want to have that clean his ass.
Yeah.
No. Not especially not every time I take him out.
Hell no.
No. But yeah, so here we are.
Wouldn't let me play golf. What do you say? They wouldn't let me play golf. Why? Because you're black? Hell no. Damn alligator got my hand. It's never gonna get
Oh,
old.
because you're black.
Fucking Adam Sandler is hilarious.
Yeah,
Man.
for sure. He's one of the.
Got my hand back.
As I've said before, he's one of the only other
We've
Adams that
only
I'm
just
proud to share a name with.
begun to live.
I think you're the reason we can't stay on track with things.
Bright lights and promises. It's probably true.
Because I think if we stayed on a topic, we would never have like little lulls with.
Yeah,
our,
but I do think we'd have the same amount of following. Probably have better following.
Yep, we probably have the same amount of following.
You don't think so? You're thinking that I'm holding us back or I'm pushing us forward?
I think it's not doing anything. It's
Yeah,
just it's just keeping us off topic is all you're doing.
It's probably true.
I'm telling you.
We should rename this the Off-Topic Podcast.
Yeah.
But we could change the name if everybody wanted. Does everybody think that he's Kiona and I'm Kasson, or is that Kasson?
I thought we made that clear. I thought that the logo
Just looks
being
like.
street signs.
I mean, they might be stupid and think that just means that we're putting our name on a street.
That's
sign.
the actual street sign.
Yeah.
I took a picture of it, put a filter on it.
It's the image.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We own the rights to this content.
We should NFT this. I don't know how that would work.
Anybody want to NFT our intellectual property?
Quite nifty. All right, let's go to kicks.
All right. Yeah, I got some Neymar fives.
Is there anything on there with Neymar, or is that just the color he picked?
Yeah, so there's the 10 for his jersey number.
I've never seen that.
And then on the inside of the tongue it says Neymar. I think
Like where it would say Air Jordan?
no, this one says Air Jordan and it says 23 on the side.
Oh, so it's like a literal collab.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I didn't see that 10. It's
Yeah.
pretty cool. All right.
Yeah.
Well, I just use these infrared threes, Air Max 3s, because I like them.
Fair enough. Fair
I was
enough.
looking for something comfy, and I found these, so I put them on.
Did you take your heel out a couple times for the people?
Yeah, they definitely saw my heel. I hope they don't timestamp it. What are you gonna do?
Yeah. Well, they're not going to listen. So even if we tell them, hey, don't timestamp this, they're going to be like,
It's just gonna
454.
even in the middle of us saying don't timestamp, it's gonna be them timestamping us saying that, but our shoe's gonna pop out at the right time.
Just picture a very gremlin-like voice as they talk about us.
Well, hopefully that gremlin's got a lot of money.
And will give us some.
I'll take it.
Word up.
On that note,
Yeah. The usual welcome again to all subscribers who are new, if you even get this far in show.
if you do, we
or
do.
If anybody does.
If you are one of the few that does make it to the end of the podcast, we do appreciate you.
Salutations.
Thank
You
you
know what I
very
mean?
much.
Yes,
It's
indeed.
appreciated, and it won't go unnoticed the day we become big.
Yeah. Take you, well, I don't know. It doesn't give me a specific member data. It just tells me like the percentage.
Well, we
of
know
people.
who've been around.
Well, yeah, for sure. If you are not subscribed and you did make it this far, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button. I feel like if you gave us almost 2 hours of your time, you might as well give us a subscribe. Follow us on all the socials. You know, we got a Kiona and Kasson on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter.
Yeah, it's probably not as active as we need to be, but
Yeah, we say it every time. We'll do it.
yeah.
But yeah, so also there's Patreon, which we're going to film an after party for after this.
Yep.
So go and subscribe there if you like to support your local creatives. You know.
So I'll see you there, or I'll see you another time.
And on that note, episode 117 for myself, my brother, and my dog. We'll catch y'all on the next one.
Peace.
Later.